Hey everyone. I know it's been a while since I last posted a video, but I figured that I would recreate my birthday look. For those of you who don't know, my birthday was last week, and I had like a green dress and like green smoky eye and like peach on the cheeks going on. To create this, I will be using the Jaclyn Hill Morphe Dark Magic palette, and yeah, let's get started. First, I'm going to prime my eyes with some concealer. I always do eyes first, but especially like a darker look like this, I always will put a little bit on. This is, for those of you who are wondering, this is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer in the shade 340 Fawn. So I'm just going to pat that out with my finger. Literally, I'm about to go get my groceries rocking a green smoky eye, but you know, weirder things have happened. So, to set my eyes, let me find the brush first. I will be using the Huda Beauty Easy Bake, my fave. Now, to get into the eyes, I will first be using this Huda Beauty Build and Blend brush. I'll be using this big side. And I will first go in with this like taupe color right here called Shh. It's a really nice transition. I use it every time I grab this palette. Just to create a nice, oh, 1 second. A little out of focus. The lighting got a little weird. Going to build that up a little itty bitty bit, especially right around here. And then we will just blend that out. And we will do the same process on the other eye. I don't know if I've mentioned this. I mean, people in my life know I've talked about this, but I'm actually making it a goal to post more consistently on here. And I actually have a lot of ideas for upcoming videos. And I plan to post much more often. Okay, so now that this is where we want it, we will be changing brushes. I will be using this Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH33. And I'll be going into this mossy green color called Potion. It blends in with the taupe very well. So I was wearing this like almost like emerald hunter green dress. It was very like blue toned. So I figured I'd use this palette because greens, why the hell not? Buff that in. Same thing on this eye. Next, I will use the other side of the Huda Beauty Build and Blend. Yeah. And I will be mixing this matte blue called Busted and this matte hunter green Inside Job just to deepen up what we already created. But I dipped into the green more than the blue. I just wanted the like blue tone because I knew it'd complement the dress. And actually, I will go back in with this Jaclyn Hill brush and I will mix Potion and Shh, because I don't want to lose those amid the darker colors. I want a little more green on this. And we will cover this up with a shimmer too. It'll all come together, I promise. The eyes take the longest, I swear, out of like everyone's makeup routine. I feel like that's kind of a like a commonality, I guess. So I'm going to blend out what's here. I love this brush, by the way. It's literally changed the way I do my eyeshadow. A little bit off, and then go in with Potion. Like a little bit at a time. So for the lid color, here, this is a ColourPop. Second, let it get into focus. This is a ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the shade I Heart This. It's like a really nice like taupe. I'm just going to put that on my finger and then apply to the lids. This color is gorgeous. Like, I literally got this maybe a couple months ago, but I'm so in love with it. Like, I needed something like this. It's almost like a taupey, like, silver color. And I'm going to repeat that on the other eye. And next, I'm going to curl my lashes. And for mascara, I will be using the Covergirl Exhibitionist. So I will probably just skip through this part. Okay, so for the complexion, I'm going to start with my fave, the NARS Radiant Longwear Foundation. I did moisturize and everything before I started filming, so I'm not going in like completely bare, just to put people at ease with that. I'm going to take this Huda Beauty Build and Buff face brush. I'll be using this side. By the way, I wear shade Mont Blanc in this foundation. For those of you who are wondering, it's like literally like my perfect shade. I think this is my favorite foundation ever. And I'm just going to start buffing that everywhere. I just used like a drop or two, so this is still going. I'm gonna get more. Ooh, I love this foundation. I'm gonna stretch a little bit. I just don't want the lighting to be weird in this. I'm sure I can fix that later, but it's going to bother me now. Oh, this foundation is so beautiful. For concealer, I'll be using the same one that I used on my eyes, the L'Oreal Infallible. I love this one too. This lighting is horrid. So you can see where I put that. I'm going to use this other side to start buffing it out. I feel like everyone makes weird faces when they like do makeup, especially this part. It seems like doing mascara and sometimes like doing things like this, it's like weird faces, you know? And then to set that, I will be using Huda Beauty Easy Bake, my favorite, as we all know, as I've said probably several times by now. That's a little much. So I'm going to pat it on. I don't want to move the concealer. And then, it's like, just to let all this set, I will be drenching my face with setting spray. This is the Milk Makeup Hydra Grip setting spray. Very good. So it feels pretty dry now. I'm going to change brushes. This one. So next will be bronzer. I'm using the Kylie bronzer in the shade Khaki. Very, very good for my skin tone because I'm so fair. And it's not too harsh. It doesn't look weird on me. I've found that problem, honestly. Being so fair, it's hard to find bronzers because a lot of them are either like too much or they're really muddy. Get my hair out of the way. And I don't really use a whole lot of bronzer. I carve out my cheeks, obviously. Wait, thought I saw something. No big deal. Carve out my cheeks and like my forehead and everything. But I don't like the really like baked, like contoured look. Plus it's not really in right now. I feel like blush is more in, which makes me happy because I love blush. So, you can kind of see. I'm going to pinch this and I'm going to do my nose. And then, before we do anything else, I'm going to finish off my eyes with the appropriate brushes. This one. Okay. So this is a Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH43. I will be dipping into that dark blue and dark green for under the eyes. I always finish my eyes after my bronzer, like before blush and highlight. I'm sure you can see there's a really, really dark line under my eye right now. Then I'm going to take this side and take Potion to buff that out. I love recreating looks. It's like, it challenges me to remember like the products I used for that given look. And it's also just really fun, you know? One more. And then I will be taking this side with that first taupe color called Shh. And I will be blending all of that together. And it will be the same process on the other eye. And I will be using same mascara for the bottom lashes. I know people say that like you should use like a different mascara on the lower lashes because like you typically want like a thinner wand for that. I don't find it makes that much of a difference. Okay, so I need to grab a different brush real fast. I do like this eye though. So for blush, I will be using another Kylie product. This is Close to Perfect, which is like a dusty like peach. I think you can kind of, yeah, you can see that better there. I'm gonna put that all over my cheeks. And then highlight, oh my god, you can't really see that. The gaping hole in there because I use this all the time. This is Kylie French Vanilla. I believe it's discontinued, but it's like, oh my goodness, it's my fave. I think the like newer version of it is called like Ice Me Out, which I'm going to try after this. Once I like finish this, which I'm surprised I haven't yet because it's been over like 2 years. Highlight everywhere. I love a lot of highlighter. But I find that when you do super smoky like eyes, that having really highlighted skin actually makes you look like not dead, you know? I'm gonna be using this little brush. Doesn't really have a name on it, it's faded off at this point. And I will highlight my brow bone and my inner corner. 1 second. And then before I put on lipstick, I will get a Q-tip and remove any like foundation off of my lips. So for this look, I used the Huda Beauty Power Bullet in Interview because it's like a nice like peach nude. And for the last step, I will give myself another spritz. Let that stay. The cap to this like fell on the floor. Okay, so I'll move a little closer so you can see, but this is the completed makeup look. This is my final makeup look. This is much better, by the way. The lighting. But yeah. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe and let me know what you want to see. Bye.